Hello, my name is Monica, and this is my son Vaughn. I just want to share a little bit of Vaughn's story with you. Vaughn is 8 years old, and he was actually diagnosed with anaplastic ependymoma grade 3 the day before his 5th birthday. Now, he had just started preschool. He was happy, healthy, energetic little boy, and he went to school one day like any other day, and we got a call that he was having a seizure. So he was rushed to the hospital, and an MRI was done, and it confirmed that he had a brain tumor. So he had surgery, and then a few days later, which was actually the day before his 5th birthday, we got the results back, and that's when we got the diagnosis: anaplastic ependymoma grade 3. And so, obviously, this is some of the worst news a parent can get, and we were just kind of thrown a bunch of information and didn't really know, what to do or what to think. Um, and so he did have radiation, and about a year or so later, he actually had a recurrence of the tumor, and so he had another surgery. This one wasn't a complete resection, so he ended up having a couple of laser ablation surgeries after that, but the tumor just kept growing. And so they tried an oral chemotherapy drug, and at a point in late 2018, we were told that there were no other treatment options for Vaughn. And so, as hard as that was to hear, it was just harder to accept. And so, my husband and I, we took it upon ourselves to reach out and see what other options may be available for Vaughn. And that led us to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, which was about 500 miles from home. Indianapolis, Indiana is home for us. And so we were able to take Vaughn there and be treated, and by one of the top ependymoma doctors in the country, Dr. Thomas Merchant. And so we find ourselves, we count ourselves very fortunate and blessed to have been able to have access to that care, and to have Vaughn to be doing as well as he is doing. He is still that happy, healthy, energetic little boy at 8 years old now. Back in school, before school was it was closed, of course. Back in school full time, and just thriving. Um, he's most recently just had gamma knife radiation for metastasis. Um, but he just comes out like a champ, and he's doing very well, and we're very blessed and fortunate. I just wanted to share a little bit of his story, as I find it a responsibility and an obligation to share with those families who may be newly diagnosed, who um, are hearing the worst news they could hear, as a parent of a child or as an adult experiencing this diagnosis. There is hope. If you do um, research, look into outcomes, it may not seem very favorable, but there are clinical trials going on. There is research going on, and there are people that are working tirelessly to um, come up with better outcomes, better treatments, and better prognosis for this disease. So it takes all of us to um, do our part to make sure that that happens. And so we're just grateful and thankful to God for the way that He's blessed our family, and the way that um, Vaughn has come through this diagnosis and through all of the treatment and everything involved. We're truly grateful, and we're thankful for organizations and hospitals and doctors and researchers, and everyone has played a part um, in this outcome. And we're yet hopeful that he will continue to do well. And so I would just encourage those that are starting this journey just to keep the faith, and there is hope. There's always hope. And I'm praying that everyone is staying safe and healthy. And God bless you all. Thank you so much.